So this video is going to be divided into two sections, the test hand showing you guys the full FTK combo and also a quick little deck profile of the cards that I use to perform this FTK combo. Hope you guys like it, and if you do, leave a like, comment, let me know in the description, and also subscribe to the channel for future content. Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. So today's video is going to be my 6 samurais FTK. A couple weeks ago I made the same video, but I failed to show you guys the FTK part of the combo. I'm not sure what was running through my head because that was the purpose of the video, but I only showed you guys how to do the infinite counter loop, but not the FTK. So I'm just going to make a quick little test hand and show you guys how the FTK part is done to summon Amazoness Archer and then burn for game. So I'm just going to shuffle up the deck. Hopefully I can get a decent hand. The deck is pretty consistent. It's a budget build. There isn't any really expensive card in there because I'm a budget duelist. Okay, so let's see what we draw. We drew these set of cards. Now this is not the best hand that you can get from the deck, but it is one that I think I can perform the FTK with. So first of all, I'm going to activate United. Pretty cool card, allows me to draw into other cards. Then I'm going to activate Reinforcements of the Army. I'm going to go into my deck for Kizan. I'm going to add Kizan to my hand. Then I'm going to normal summon my Shinai, get one counter on my United. Special summon my Kizan, get another counter. So I'm just going to risk it and remove the 2 counters to draw 2 cards. Hopefully I get 2 good cards. Alright, so I got another counter card, which is pretty good. So I'm going to activate my counter card. Then I'm going to go ahead and link off into my Battle Shogun. 2 6 samurai monsters into my Battle Shogun. Battle Shogun's effect is going to activate. I'm going to ditch Pyro to the graveyard to add one of my 6 samurai spell cards to my hand. A counter card, which is going to be Gateway of the 6. So this has one counter because I summoned the Shogun after I activated it. I'm going to activate my Gateway. Then I'm going to activate Monster Reborn to bring back to my side of the field my Shinai. Now Shinai is going to give me 1 counter on each card, so I'm going to get 2 on the Temple of the 6. I'm going to get 2 on Gateway. I'm going to get 1 on Shogun. Then I'm going to take 4 from the field, which is 2/2. I'm going to go into my deck and get a Mizuo. Now Mizuo can be special summon if I have a Shinai on the field. So I'm going to add Mizuo to my hand. Special summon Mizuo. Mizuo is going to allow me to get 2 on Gateway, 2 on Battle Shogun, and 1 on my Temple. Then I'm going to remove 4 from the field to go for another Shinai. So once I have 2 Shinais and 1 Mizuo on the field, that is how you perform the full counter combo. So how it does is I special summon 2 here, 2 here. I'm going to use Mizuo to tribute Shinai. It's going to go to the graveyard. Mizuo is going to kill itself. Shinai's effect, when it's tributed and sent to the graveyard, I can add 6 samurai monster from my graveyard to my hand, which is Mizuo. Add it back to my hand. Special summon it. I get 1 counter here. I get 2 more here. I get 1 over here, so that's 3. Then I'm going to remove 4 from the field from my gate. Add Shinai back to my hand. Special summon. I get 2 back on my gate. I get 2 here. I get 4 here. So each time I do this loop, I can get more counters on each of my counter cards. I'm going to do it one more time. Tribute Shinai. Mizuo destroy itself. Shinai's effect activate in the grave. Adding back Mizuo to my hand. Special summon Mizuo. Getting 2 on my gate. Getting 1 on Battle Shogun and 1 on tempo. Removing 4 from the field, adding Shinai back in my hand, special summon, getting 6 here, getting 4 here, and getting 4 here. As you guys can see, the counters on the field is going to keep rising each time I perform that loop. So I'm just going to max out, say 20 on this card, 20 on this card, and 20 on that card. So we have 60 counters on the field, infinite counters. We don't need no more. Then I now need to summon the Amazoness Archer to burn for game. It's simple, done. I'm going to link off these 2 monsters into my ISO Noble, my Isoled Knight. Effect activates. I'm gonna add to my hand 1 monster, which is gonna be any monster, so I add Inishi. Then I'm gonna activate her second ability, send in 1 card, 2, 3, 4. Then in 4 equip spell card to my graveyard, allowing me to summon a level 4 warrior type monster from my deck, which is going to be the Amazoness Archer to my side of the field. Now that I have Amazoness Archer on the field, all I need to do is have monsters, you know, tribute. I'm going to activate Gateway. I'm going to remove from my side of the field 4 counters for each of my 6 samurai monsters, and I'm going to add them to my hand. So I remove 12 counters from the field, which out of my 60. Adding these cards to my hand, I special summon Mizuo, then I special summon my Kizan to my side of the field. So now I have 5 monsters. I have 6 monsters on the field. I'm going to tribute my Noble, Kizan, and them to the grave. That's 1200. And I'm going to tribute my Mizuo and my Shogun. That's another 1200. I'm going to activate Gates effect again, removing from my side of the field counters. I'm going to take back these 4, 1, 2, 3. Take back these 2. Go into my deck because I can use from my deck as well. Kizan. I'm just going to take all of these cards from my deck using Gateway's ability. Add them to my hand. So I took 2,400 from my opponent already. Now I'm going to special summon a Grandmaster, another Kizan, and my Mizuo. I'm going to tribute my 2 monsters. That's 3,600. I'm going to special summon again Shinai and a Grandmaster. I'm going to tribute these 2 cards. When this is tributed, as you all know, I can add 1 6 samurai from my graveyard to my hand. So I add back another Kizan. I special summon, I tribute these 2 cards. Effect again, add another Kizan back to my hand. I special summon 3 Kizans. And pretty much that's game, guys. That's how you burn for game. I'm just going to keep recurring my monsters with the Gateway's ability and burning with Amazoness Archer to win the game. So thank you guys for watching the video. If this video was awesome and you want to see more content from my channel, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel with post notification turned on. I have a Dino Wrestler deck profile with an updated Shadal deck profile that I want to do for you guys. Also, I think I have another deck profile that I want to do. So make sure that you guys are subscribed because I have a bunch of budget decks that I want to show you guys in future videos. So yeah, thank you and see you guys in more videos to come. Alright guys, so I'm just going to do a quick deck profile of my 6 Samurais deck because I want to show you guys what I'm working with. So starting off with the monster cards, I play triple legendary 6 Samurai Kizan, pretty cool card. Special summon if I have another 6 Samurai monster on the field. Then I have a triple Kigeki. If I normal summon him, I can special summon 1 6 Samurai monster from my hand. I play triple Fuma, pretty cool card. He's a target for Earnesticism to summon my Kigeki. So if I target Kigeki or Fuma with 200, I can special summon one of them with Earnesticism. So this card is pretty cool. I play double Grandmaster. Grandmaster is another card just like Kizan. I only can control 1 on the field, but he's a special summon if I have another 6 Samurai monster on the field. My 2 Shinai for the infinite counters and my 1 Mizuo. One Inishi. Inishi can target this card with Anesthesim. If it's on the field, it's 1700, so I can target him with Anesthesim. 1800 for my Grandmaster, my Kizan to Grandmaster with Anesthesim, and also Hyro. I can target Hyro with Kigeki or Inishi with the Anesthesim because they're all 1700 once they're on the field. And that's all my 6 samurai monsters that I use in the deck. Moving on to the non-6 samurai monsters, I use 2 Fireflint Ladies. Pretty cool card. If I control a warrior type monster on the field, I can special summon this card, you know, to my side of the field. And the MVP of the deck, Amazoness Archer, is the one that performs the FTK. So moving on to the spell cards, I use 1 Gateway because it's at 1. If I had it at 3, that would be too broken. I use 1 Temple of the 6. It's a good counter card. I use Shane Dojo, which is another good counter card. Triple United for draw power and also for somewhere to store counters. 3 Smoke Signal because I have a lot of level 3s or lower in my deck. 2 Anesthesim. I was running 3, but I decided to do 2 because 3 was a little bit cloggy. Monster Reborn and Reinforcements of the Army. Now these are all the extender cards that I use in the deck. The cards work pretty good. Counter, and searchers. So yeah. Now for the equip cards, because I really need the equip cards to work with my iSoul. So the equip cards that I use is 1 United We Stand, 1 Noble Arms, 1 Living Fossil, 1 Powerful Guardian, and this one. So none of these cards except for Living Fossil actually help with the extender pieces for my deck. These cards, I don't really want to play them, but I have to play them to use iSoul's effect. So this is like a Monster Reborn, so if I draw it first turn, it can help me go into the infinite combo. A good equip spell card that I think you guys should use is the Inferno Knight. I'm going to put it on the screen. This card is really good. If it's equipped to a warrior type monster, you can add a fire type monster from your deck to your hand, which is pretty awesome. So that's an extender equip card, which is really cool in the deck. There are also other equip cards that can be used, but I don't have them. These are just all the equip cards I have in my possession. But yeah, this one is really good with the Noble Arms. If you could get 2 more extender equip cards, that would be cool. I use 5 of them because if I draw into 1, I really need them in the deck so I can go for Amazoness Archer. So I don't use any trap cards because this is an FTK deck. It's supposed to, you know, beat your opponent in your first turn. So moving on to my my extra deck, I have 1 iSoul, pretty cool card. You guys must know what this does. I have 2 Battle Shoguns. Battle Shoguns is the extender. It's also a 6 samurai monster, so when I summon it, I get counters on the field. I use 1 Shien. I use 2 Shadow because this deck is pretty much set on getting as much counters on the field. So I have 2 Shadows. That's it for the 6 samurai cards. I use 2 Sharudras because sometimes I really need to go into 2 of them to actually go to full combo. I use 1 Excalibur just for overlay material, you know, overlay to level 4. I use Shark, Silent Arc. These are just cards that I use now and then. The extra deck is not complete. It's just there for the FTK. There are more cards that I normally use.